Hello, everyone. Spring has sprung. So it's time for spring cleaning strategies for your life. I don't really like this time of year when the clock jumps forward 1 hour. It makes me a little crazy at the initial start of daylight saving time. But I learned to adjust and enjoy the change. So after a long winter, we cannot wait for the first warm, sunny day that signals the change of seasons. We open the windows, swap out all the linens, deep clean everything, and generally follow the traditional steps for a great seasonal reset. So hitting the reset button doesn't have to stop with your closet and pantry. Approaching this spring cleaning framework can flow into other aspects of your life, leaving you feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready for the season ahead. Hi, I am Donna Williams, certified integrated health coach and owner of WOCDetox.com. It is short for Women of Color Detox. It's a website that offers group cleansing classes along with individuals for seasonal whole food cleanse that helps the body renew itself, having you feeling energized, losing some weight, all while eating seasonal real foods. And I also offer private coaching. But let's get back to spring cleaning strategies for your life. I want to tell you about the few ways you can spread spring cleaning energy throughout other parts of your life that includes eating whole foods and detoxing your body while eating those foods. But let's get started with being physical. Remember that song, Let's Get Physical? It applies here also. Taking care of our bodies is incredibly important. After all, it's the vessel that carries us and allows us to experience life fully. Helping it run its best will significantly impact how we interact with ourselves, others, and the world. So let's really zero in on what is lacking. Maybe you need to focus on eating more whole foods. Perhaps you need to up your vitamin, minerals, and supplements. And maybe hitting the gym has happened less and less lately, and you need to work on hitting the reset button here or the restart button here. If it feels overwhelming to do a total overall, start with one new habit and build. But taking care of your physical being will never be something you regret spending time and energy on. Never. It is so rewarding. Because of my discipline in this area of my life, I am flexible. I can stand and bend and touch the floor, my toes, and I move through life in a physically fit and pain-free body that is strong and vibrant. And you can too, whatever your age. Next up is mentality. This area of our lives has been more on display in the last 2 years than ever before. Since it's not something we can see, mental health often takes a backseat, quite literally, to everything else. But going into a new season, it is imperative to leave behind what doesn't serve us anymore. One practice you can implement to help with this is journaling. This is so good. You can write anything with freedom. No one else has to see it but you, especially when you take off society's norms of do's and don'ts. And get this, afterwards you can shred it, burn it, or keep it as something to look back on later in life. That way you'll see how you're really doing. It's amazing what you will uncover. You'll start to see a pattern in your beliefs, and you'll notice what is taking center stage in your thoughts, and you'll know what to tackle first. This is also a great time to consider what helps you mentally feel refreshed and rested. And I'm asking you today to make a list of these restful things so you can add them to your schedule each week. Up next is our spirituality. Spirituality has been my saving grace, and I hope it will be yours also. Because no matter what fills your spiritual cup, it never hurts to find new ways to put emphasis on this aspect of your life. When we make time to be present and connect with something bigger than ourselves, it begins to put life in perspective. And I think there has been such movement happening within many of us lately, especially with every one of us knowing lots of individuals, whether they be a family, friends, or neighbor who have died due to COVID. It has impacted us all. So moving through life with this lens can change how we react to and learn from the things we experience. This is our time to dive into what we know or try new things. So it can be a visit to your local place of worship, or a walk in the park to appreciate nature, where you can speak gratitude and affirmation over yourself. If you have felt disconnected, it's time to reconnect. So let me leave you with these spring cleaning thoughts. When I first began to implement these steps, I realized that I felt like I was stepping into a new season of life that is giving me the opportunity for a fresh start. This isn't without doing that work, but the work often makes it that much sweeter. So here is to new behaviors and attitudes, and walking through your next season of life feeling a bit lighter. This has done so much for me, and hopefully for you, these suggestions will be part of your decision in starting your journey on the spring cleaning strategies for your life. Thank you, and I hope to see you next week for another topic.